For those of us going, oh, people don't rise from the dead, that's because you're thinking through a naturalistic paradigm. That's because you're a product of 1900, 20th century, 21st century thinking, where you think because of your university degree that the laws of mechanics work this way, that reason works this way, rationale. That's just simply an alternate belief. That's a faith position that you have. The reality is, everyone has a faith position in this room, and it's probably keeping you from recognizing that, yeah, obviously, according to nature, people don't rise from the dead. But if you posit God into the equation, now you have a supernatural ability to raise somebody from the dead. Now you actually have no sufficient reason to deny it unless you think it's implausible that God exists. And if you think it's implausible that God exists, that's a whole other conversation, because I would disagree with you. I think it's far more plausible that God exists based on morality, based on the beginning of the universe, based on DNA, based on a thousand reasons. But if you're gonna say the resurrection can't happen, you're saying, well, ergo it must be implausible that God exists. I think there's sufficient conditions to believe that God exists. I think there's sufficient conditions to believe the resurrection was actually a historical event. The rise of the early church, the empty tomb, all of these reasons that historians have gone over and over and over again. So much so that skeptics go, you know what? The resurrection probably really did happen. I don't really know what it means. I don't really care, but it probably actually did happen. And the New Testament goes, man, if it happened, you can't just wash it away like that. There's a confrontation in it where you and I say, okay, I need to actually let it affect what I believe about life and not have a bias where I've already believed about some things and now I just move on with my life.